Good day, everybody. Today is Tuesday, August 17th, 2K21. This happens to be episode Uno Larry Bird of 4-3 Sports Talk. I'm Raheem Escalay. I hope everybody's doing well. Today for you, I have some news, Major League Baseball scores, NBA Summer League continues as well, and Western Mass Sports makes its return. So let's get right into it. Starting with news, Celtics fans can be happy with. Marcus Smart and the team agree to a 4-year, $77 million extension. Marcus Smart is one of the best defenders in the league, and he shoots the three-pointer with ease. I don't know, maybe with ease was giving him a little bit too much credit, but every now and then one of those fast breaks, they'll throw him in the corner and he'll bang it. But congratulations, I know you Celtics fans are very happy about that. Some other news that we can really be fucking happy about, the Jacksonville Jaguars officially released tight end Tim Tebow. I, for one, am going to repeat what I've said before. I believe that whole catastrophe was upsetting, and that took away from a younger player, unrestricted free agent, maybe a free agent who's trying to get work. That whole TV saga took away from a young tight end officially. It took away from a tight end who could have potentially made a roster spot and provided for his family. Happy trails, Tebow. The Cubs and the Reds next Field of Dreams game in 2022. Sorry if you see the way I read that. I've just recently started seeing a hashtag trend on Twitter called Field of Dreams. And I know it was something involving Major League Baseball, but I was unclear of it. Is it like just a special day? Do they wear different jerseys or whatever? So I guess that's something I'm going to have to research tonight before I go to bed. Here we are. Now, this is starting to look fishy. This whole story is making me feel weird. But Deshaun Watson has missed Texans practice for the second day in a row. And there's been really no explanation at all. I wish him the best. If it's as I think I had said yesterday, man. I hope it isn't the legal stuff, but we wish him the best all the same. And the New Orleans Pelicans almost done with a 3-year deal for star Josh Hart. I like the way that Hart gelled with what's his face that just got signed by Chicago that completely stole them blind of $88 million. Lonzo Ball. Is Josh Hart better than Lonzo Ball? You're goddamn right. So he should be getting that type of money, maybe even more. I don't know. Naomi Osaka to take a brief break during the preliminary. There's a preliminary match called. The presser. I'm sorry. It's like the pre-match. I've been a fan of hers since a little bit before the Tokyo Olympics. Her stance on mental health and making sure that she's right, because if you're not right inside, you're not right here, you can't be right on the outside, and you can't be right for everyone. So women like her and Simone Biles and what they stood for, I back that 100%. I've had ADHD all my life, and all I get is stares and weird looks. So to see people who are athletes and have the ability to be a voice for those who have mental health issues, it's awesome. Because I couldn't see myself looking at one of the big shots in Springfield if they had something wrong. You know what I mean? I couldn't see myself speaking on somebody behind their back. You know what I mean? If I felt like they had issues like that. But it's just me. Patrick Mahomes' new shoe is almost here. I haven't seen. I tried to look at it on Google, but they're being tight-lipped about everything. So I'm hoping maybe like a coming days, weeks, something we'll know something about it. I don't know. Anyway, here is this. Yesterday, do you remember the prediction I made? About Pat Beverly? About where he was going? He was going to get traded again? And lo and fucking behold, I said he was going to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pat Beverly traded again to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ain't that some shit, huh? And it was like speculation, honestly, because, going down the list of all the NBA teams and generally having an idea of who the starters are, it just, to me, those were just like, it was like a flag. It was a flag that, to me, that would be a good spot for Pat Beverly to go to. Teams that are kind of rebuilding, that need a veteran presence on the court and in the locker room. Not sure how vociferous he is or what kind of leader Pat Beverly is, but one thing I do know is he's a great defender, and he had some issues in the playoffs. So the Nets and the Lakers, the showcase for Christmas Day, along with all the other games, and in the status I shared yesterday, I think it's good for the NBA. I love the Christmas games. When I was younger, it was opening up presents and seeing Jordan play on Christmas. Man, it was something. I feel bad for this younger generation of basketball fans who try to say that LeBron's better, because he isn't. And that's just what it is. You can't have that argument with me, because the numbers. You don't have the numbers. You don't have the championships. You don't have that 3-point shooting, because Jordan's a way better three baller than LeBron. There's no argument. It doesn't matter who you are. So just don't fucking bring it. John Rahm rested for the FedEx Cup playoff push after his second diagnosis of COVID-19. Not sure who he is off the field, and if he's pro-vax, anti-vax, but I think you just need to get it and live your life. Megan Rapinoe taking some time out to think about her future. As you know, Megan Rapinoe is a star for the U.S. women's national soccer team and a very fierce and outspoken LGBTQ activist, enemy of Trump. She's taking some time out to think about going forward. I think she's going to stay for the Women's Cup. I see her staying until then. And shoot, I wish you luck either way, Megan. If you want to hang up the cleats and enjoy the beach and go to Florida, you go right ahead. I'm with it. You're one of my favorite soccer players. And finally, Joel Embiid and the 76ers agreed to a fucking huge 4-year, $196 million contract. Let me tell you something about that, right? I'm so much on the fence about Joel Embiid, because when he's playing, he's a monster. The post game kills everybody. He steps out to the top of the key sometimes to that corner shot. He can hit the three, albeit it's not at a great clip. But 4 years and $196 million, Philly, really? I think they forgot that Joel tends to be injury prone, but oh my God, I don't know. I just can't even fathom it. 4 and 196. That makes me reconsider my comments on Alonzo Ball and his robbery of the Chicago Bulls. But anyway, those are your stories from the news. Let's continue on. Major League Baseball. Yanks beat the Angels 2-1. Braves over the Marlins 12-2. Tampa Bay takes care of Baltimore 9-2. Cincy over the Cubs 14-5. White Sox beat the Oakland Athletics 5-2. Oakland, you need to start thinking about that playoff race. I'm just saying. In 10 innings, Minnesota beats Cleveland 5-4. Kansas City Royals over the Stros 7-6. Colorado beats the Padres 6-5. San Francisco Giants beat the Mets, just like everybody does, 7-5. And the nightcap was Dodgers over Pittsburgh Pirates 2-1. So NBA Summer League: Indianapolis 74, Washington 65, Denver 94, Milwaukee 87. OKC beats San Antonio 116-91. Cleveland beats Phoenix at the end 88-85. Knicks over the Hawks 104-85. Too bad it didn't happen last year. Detroit 79, Orlando 78, and Memphis 104. Clippers 95. Chicago beats Charlotte 99-74. Tomorrow, I believe, is the NBA Summer League title. I think there's still a couple other games played. I don't know what's going on with that, but anyway, I was told that the title game for the NBA Summer League tomorrow will be tonight will be Celtics and the Sacramento Kings. I don't know, man. The way Davion Mitchell's been playing since he got drafted, the first overall pick. No, not the first overall pick. First round, he was 9th overall to the Sacramento Kings. And he's quickly become a focal point on that team. The way he dunks and the moves, right when you think he's going for that mid-range jumper, he'll just shake you real quick and go down low and fucking slam it. Davion Mitchell is a name you need to remember and you need to think about. I believe this year he will have, what's his face, remember this, kind of like a Ja Morant type player. You know, he can go off. He's very capable, but, you know, he's okay with 25, 30 a game. Not Davion Mitchell. Well, I mean, maybe not right away, but that will have to develop. Now, for the finale, Western Mass Sports has returned. So, what is Western Mass Sports? For those of you who don't know, Western Mass Sports is my section of the show in which I cover high school sports, football, soccer, basketball, for everything, 413. Springfield, Holyoke, Northampton, Greenfield, Franklin, you name it. If there's a 413 on it, we are covering it. So Western Mass Sports, and I think, my favorite part about Western Mass Sports really is high school football. Massachusetts has been blessed by the football gods, especially in the Western, on this side of the state, with talent, and there's talent everywhere in Mass and football on a national level, including guys like my boy William Watson, Central Golden Eagle, and pretty much that whole Central Golden Eagle squad. It's like a NFC AFC game, Pro Bowl. Those kids are very talented. They're gonna go as far as they can, and most importantly, they are coached by some great guys, great men in the community, good fathers, college graduates, leaders of men, teaching us about the sport, teaching them how to get better. Shout outs to Coach Valdemar Brower, offensive coordinator Will Watson II, and Danny Panaski, Eric Panaski, sorry, I was thinking of a friend of mine. And they are just the three that lead the Central Golden Eagles team. Also, I do not want to forget Coach Juice. He trains the defensive backs for the Central Golden Eagles. And it's just thank you to guys like that for helping these kids develop, giving them the confidence they need, teaching them how to play the game, and just for them to get national attention really speaks to the kids' ability, but most importantly, the coach's ability. and their ability to put these kids in great positions to win football games, and that's what it's all about. So, here we go. This is a couple paragraphs of stuff different stories I looked at. Western Mass Sports. It's that time of the year again, everyone. School is back in session. Well, it will be very soon. It's a different feeling, though, when you have graduated and school's over. There is one thing that makes the back-to-school feeling even better. Sports. Western Mass Sports is back, y'all. Kids aren't officially back, so we don't have any sports or scores as of right now. But with all the football, basketball, hockey, track and field, cross-country, baseball, etc., we had to start earlier, somewhere. First, we start up with a little bit of football, and here's what I have for you. And I have something that we're going to talk about at the end of the football part. The best quarterback I've ever spoken with. The best quarterback the state of Massachusetts has ever seen. William Watson III was out there balling like usual. And at Excel Sports Academy, they had a little 7-on-7 tournament. And against Holyoke, William Watson was balling. I like the decision making and the quick feet. And it seems to me that there is no ceiling for him and his talents and what he can do. He works very hard, keeps his body healthy, and most importantly, the communication that Watson has, the relationship he has with his coaches, specifically head coach Brower and his father, the offensive coordinator, who's one of the best O coordinators I've ever. As far as the playbook I've ever broken down, it's awesome. It's like makes me want to jump in the DeLorean and go back to my days as a quarterback. Yes, William Watson III's balling out. A tip pass that was intercepted and unfortunately ran back gave Holyoke a 26-24 final, and the Purple Knights won, and a couple of those guys we're getting ready to talk about played very well, and I saw what's his name, the quarterback, Quinn Cawley, and the way that he handled himself during that game, and afterwards when he gave Central their props and said they really play good, they're very intense, but I like the fact that he was humble with the way that he spoke about his team and their performance. 7-on-7s, I know it's not a real game, some of you guys are thinking, but it's awesome to see these kids out there competing and the work that they put in during the summer. Also, really quickly, for the Central Golden Eagles, shout out to my boy. My boy. Mr. Bass along the offensive line. Shout out also to Travis Gauss. They're going to be protecting William Watson this year. I've been seeing you boys putting in work this summer, and don't think it's gone unnoticed. All the sweat, all the running, all the suicides, it's all going to pay off because you guys are two of the best offensive linemen this country has. That's facts. Anyway. Golden Eagles backup quarterback A.J. Richardson played great, but threw a last-minute desperation pass that fell incomplete, but it gave Central a chance to win. Shout out to Mr. Richardson. I think you did a good job. And as time goes by, you'll have a chance to showcase your skills and lead this team to victory as well. So Quinn Cawley and the Holyoke Purple Knights got better. To beat Central in a 7-versus-7 is growth, honestly. And he now has his squad extra confident going into the regular season as he grabbed MVP honors for the Excel Sports Academy 7-versus-7 football tournament. And I can just see it, man. I can just see the Purple Knights going on a little streak this year. Those guys up front look like they were blocking well, and gives me no reason to think that they're going to be inconsistent. So watch for the Purple Knights this season, and more importantly, watch where they may fall in the Western Mass Sports High School Football Power Rankings, RAHNKINGS. That's ranking all the Western Mass high schools. And I'll bring that to you guys tomorrow once I converse with a couple other people, grab some opinions and see what they think. I'll definitely have that to you in episode Uno, Shaquille O'Neal. Other Western Mass sports highlights. Former Pope Francis star Ryan Leonard is now a BC Eagle. The Pope Francis hockey team shocked the world and reaffirmed Massachusetts' spot on the hockey map. And thanks to some championship coaching from head coach Brian Foley and assistant Billy Cristofori, these guys took it all the way. All the way. Undefeated in the 6 games they played in 2002 and winning by an average of 3 goals to 0. That's awesome to be able to go out there as a high school hockey team and do that, like average 3 goals a game. These are young children. Well, children going into men. My apologies, boys. 6 games, yeah. Leonard, the star, was on scouts' radars for months, from what I saw. And it really heated up in May with his selection to play with the U.S. National Development Team, which I think is very important for them to have just recognized you and ask you to come to play on that team. You, Mr. Leonard, I know they're probably looking at you like, oh, this guy can bring in more hockey players. And I think it's great for the sport. I would really love to see something like that. And I believe that's what he is getting ready to do. The best part of this is that he kept off a legendary year. This guy really had a good year. By making the announcement on August 1st of his commitment to BC. What's even better, he also participated in the Bean Pot. Ooh, what is the Bean Pot? I know you want to know. It is a yearly hockey tournament that is the 4 prominent schools hockey programs in Boston U, Harvard, BC, and Northeastern. Yeah, Northeastern. So those schools square off in the Bean Pot. It's held every year. A sacred tournament. This has been around for a long time, and Mr. Leonard was able to participate in it. And 413 Sports Talk definitely salute you, bro. Thank you all for tuning in to episode Uno Larry Bird of 413 Sports Talk 133. If you live under a rock, sorry. Please do not forget that we are on YouTube. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. If there's something I got wrong with this episode, leave it in the comments or message me and we will adjust it and get it right. So I hope that you all have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow with Uno Shaquille O'Neal. Have a great day, y'all.